Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. It's up Maxim again, and welcome to day 4 of the Eternal Land. Perimeter of the Eternal Land has started, so we actually are able to teleport inside the Eternal Land right now. You will do so by clicking the button, which is where my back to your Warzone button is. And what it means is that you can actually go into the map, which looks like this. They changed it now a little bit, just the looks of this minimap, of this map. And other than that, it's the same as last time, at least so it would appear. And you have a lot more new features, so that you can actually now go and check the rewards, and you can do some other stuff. And I'll basically just give you the most important advice for what you should be doing on day 4, and then I will make some separate videos about some of these other things, because I don't want a daily video to be like 20 minutes long. And so yeah. The first things first, what you should do is you should activate as many queues as you can. So I went and I activated my monthly subscription a few days back. I went and I used my extra marching queue from my inventory. And also what you want to do is you want to activate any, well, either super miner if you have it, or any time limited super miner. So I, for instance, had a 15-day super miner in my inventory from the beginner boost thingy offer. So I used it today, and it will last me until the end of the Eternal Land. And basically why that is important is that the main way that you get the actual expedition points for the solo ranking is by killing dark mechs, which is basically dark forces, and by gathering resources. And you actually get quite a lot of points from the resources. You can check it here. In my resource gathering, when I gathered something, you basically get like 1 point for every 3k. So that means that because you can gather, for instance, here with the buffs and so on, you can gather, for instance, right now I'm gathering over 400,000 here. I'm actually getting like 150 points right there per march gathering. And you actually want to be farming the mechs right now, because it overlaps. For the next few hours, it's overlapping with arms race. So, you know, dark forces farming. Other than that, though, when you have got different star rarities of these here, and the higher the star, the more stuff they drop, the more wonderstones, which you need for eternal technology, which I'll talk about later, and they also give you more points. I do not currently have a spreadsheet in front of me for how many. I will try to get that for you later. And so you sort of wanna save your vitality capsules for later on, when during the later phases you are going to be killing 3-star, 4-star, or theoretically even 5-star dark mechs. However, the 5-star dark mechs are super brutal. Okay, even the 4-star dark mechs have 3 heroes. And basically, even if you are using Valhallas, and if you yourself don't have 3 heroes, then you are probably going to take losses. There is some ways to get around that, but more on that later when we get to that place, or I'll make a separate video we are going to see. So that's, however, the reason why you actually want to farm them right now is, as I said, the arms race, and also there is this campaign. The campaigns are basically Eternal Land specific arms races, which give you objectives every day. Sort of similar like they were in the pre-expedition and like the arms races. But you also get points for how you do every day. And you basically get some extra rewards depending how well you do in that specific day. You don't get the ranking points directly for doing these things. These are just for that day. It's not the ranking points. So these ranking points, these are the ranking points for the overall ranking here, campaign ranking for these rewards. And here, these medals of honor are the points for the global Eternal Land solo ranking points. That's what it is. So you can get up to 5,000 of these, not 500. And, for like 100th place, you are going to have 500. So yeah, this is the campaigns. And currently, the campaign is to defeat dark mechs and gather food and oil, which is the 2 main things that get you the solo ranking anyways. And as I said, it overlaps. And another reason why you wanna sort of kill the dark mechs right now is the eternal technology. So the technology is very important, and I already skipped. I used like 500 gems, I believe, to skip. However, in order to do that, I actually needed to have these wonderstones first, because without the wonderstones, I would not be able to start the researches. So that's why I needed to farm some dark mechs, and why if you wanna skip more here, if you wanna skip a lot in Eternal Tech, you are going to need to farm these dark mechs right now. Because you need those Wonderstones so that you can even research this and skip this and so on. So that's another thing. And another thing is the expedition plan, which they added, which is basically alliance objectives, mainly alliance objectives or warzone objectives. And you can see these are always, there's only one of them active each day. So they are special thingies. And then you have the expedition base, which is not available yet. That's going to be available in on day 3. You also have the You also have the expedition outposts, which are going to be available at start of day 2. So you don't need to worry about them right now, but you need to be ready for them when the day ends, because they give you Warzone honor and they give you alliance points and they give you buffs. So it's something to look out for when the day ends, between day 1 and day 2. Then you have got expedition achievements. The achievements are basically solo objectives, which give you rewards, and they give you the Wonderstones as well. And one of them is to help your alliance in building. So you can see that I actually have 0 here right now. The reason for that is because I actually had to do some stuff as well in real life, and because I missed the fortresses. You can build up to 3 fortresses in the Eternal Land, not 4, even if you normally have 4. And basically there is a capacity of 1,200 units there. And by the time that my units reached there, it was already full. And and basically the same thing happened to me every time that I sent my units to help build the power stations. And then I stopped bothering because I actually had to help my mother with some stuff instead. And here you can see, okay, so I will actually be able to do that. So I will actually be able to go and do these. So that's nice. I'm just gonna send them without the heroes in case I'll need the heroes other time, and also to not take the full space. I only need 1 tank there, okay? So that we can actually fit there, and so it's not full. So anyway, that was another thing, the building. Help your alliance build. Your leaders will going to have to build these things and start the building of and so on. It is very important because basically you cannot build barns outside your power station, your power zones, and also because when you are gathering inside your power zones, you are getting amethyst, and amethyst is what your rank 4s are going to be using to build these power stations and so on. So you need to build the power station and the fortresses to get the power zone, and then you need to do stuff inside your power zone in order to get more amethyst and do more stuff, basically. So yeah, and what else? So there is these rewards. You can just look at them yourself. I'm not gonna go through them. That will be another video. The expedition ranking, as I said, you mainly get the points for this by killing dark mechs and gathering resources. You also get them by killing the Dark Guardians, which are basically Warhammers, but the Dark Guardians cannot be auto-joined, which makes them super crappy, and you should pretty much only do them on days when they are the daily objective of the daily campaign. Also, you are gonna be a little bit more spread out here. As you can see, I'm actually not currently in our hive. The reason is that, well, for one, I didn't want to teleport, and the other, there is super high competition for the dark mechs. Okay, so it might actually be advantageous for you to be sitting a little bit like outside. Maybe not in the corner as I am, but a little bit outside, maybe somewhere towards this side, and so you can actually get some dark mechs without 4 different people taking them from you before you can get to them. So that's another thing. And currently, let me see. Okay, so I'll just very quickly go over this again. There is different types. The types are help with construction, kill enemy units, that's players units. You cannot do that yet unless you attack other people from your server, because you are currently in this stage. You are only going to be against players of your own server for 3 more days. Then the gate is going to open. And once the gate does open, you are going to be able to fight with the server next to you. And then, it's going to be another 3 days until you can fight the next server. And yeah, and basically, the closer you get to the middle, the more points the dark mechs are going to give, the harder they are going to be to kill, and the more points you also get for these buildings on the map. So if you remember the one at the beginning, these ones from which are gonna be on day 2 are 50 per minute. The big one in the first zone is 200 per minute, the base, and then the small ones in the next zone are 100. The big one is 600, and so on. You can see, and they give you points, and so they give you buffs as well. And basically, in 2 days, the special resource areas will also be available, which are gonna be always for spawning every 6 hours, available for 3 hours, where you can fight other players for special like resources, which are basically a little bit better resources than normal. It's like for instance higher level Odinium, which gives you more per minute, and currently they don't seem to even be spawned. I guess either I'm lagging or it is just so people don't try to exploit and get there through the walls and stuff like that. I don't know. So yeah, I think I hopefully covered everything for day 4. If I haven't, then I will write it in the comments if I think of something else. And yeah, until next time, have a wonderful day.